day to you all. Welcome to Maths Global Learning Hub at Mr. T. In today's lesson, we are going to solve exponential equations. When we are solving exponential equations, we must ensure that the bases on both sides are the same. So my base here is 2, so I can write here 2 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 4. I can always check with my calculator there. And when the bases are the same, then we can equate the exponents. Therefore, x is equal to 4. If we move on to the next question, we see that our base here is 3, but on this side here we have got 1. So I'm going to write here 3 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of 0 to make my bases the same, and I know that any number raised to the power of 0 gives me 1. Since now my bases are the same, I can equate the exponents. Therefore, x is equal to 0. When I move on to the next question, I can see that here we are multiplying. And because we are multiplying, I can divide both sides by 5. And when I divide both sides by 5, I'm going to see that this part is going to cancel, and I'm going to be left with 5 to the power of x is equal to 25. Moving on, I'm going to say 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2 because my bases are the same. We can also use this method here. The question reads 5 times 5 to the power of x is equal to 125. Since the bases are the same here, and I'm multiplying exponents, and remember here there's an invisible 1. I can write this as 5 to the power of 1 plus x is equal to 5 to the power of 3. My bases are now the same. I can equate my exponents. 1 plus x is equal to 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3 minus 1. X is equal to 2. And when I move on to the next question here, I can see that here I have 32, and 32 can be written as 2 to the power of 5. So I'm going to write here my bases are now the same. I can now write in other words, I've equated the exponents. Now I can solve this equation. I can use the shortcut. I'm going to write here 3m is equal to 5 plus 1. 3m is equal to 6. Then I can divide both sides by 3. When I divide here, I'm going to see that I'm going to be left with m equal to 2.